Okay, welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat, and I also have Manav Chopra and Ashish Kyal joining me on the show to help us keep an eye out for all the stocks that are buzzing in trade today. First up, it has to be power companies. Do remember that we had that all-important Supreme Court verdict with respect to RBI's Feb 12th circular. The Supreme Court dismissed it. This particular circular dated Feb 12th, which did in fact give firms 180 days for debt resolution. And do remember that several companies, especially the ones belonging to the power sector, had sought intervention from the Supreme Court, saying that the time given by the central banks was not enough to tackle issues with respect to debt that is so large in terms of quantum. Top Court's decision will give major relief to about 75 companies with a total debt of 2.2 lakh crore rupees, which are facing insolvency proceedings due to default of payments. So watch out for power names in trade today. Meanwhile, Tata Global Beverages, it's one stock that has been in focus given the kind of up move that it has seen. Manav, what is your sense on the chart pattern? What can we expect from the stock going forward?
See, the price is in a very strong momentum. In fact, it has seen a very good rally from its recent lows and has seen a decisive break of its recent swing high and is also closing above its 100-day moving average with above average volumes. I sense in the near term this momentum is likely to continue as the prices have also witnessed a weekly breakout. In the near term perspective, we expect the upside target of 240 to be achieved, and one can definitely maintain a buy on dips approach.
Okay, that's Tata Global Beverages up 2.6% in trade. Another stock gaining strong momentum is PI Industries. Ashish, what's your view on the counter?
PI Industries has been in uptrend for quite some time. The stock is valued from sub 700 levels to now above 1000. The overall trend is positive. I think the up move can continue for the target of 1122, and one can maintain a stop loss of 1036 on the downside.
PI Industries shining bright in trade today. Another stock in focus is Zee Entertainment. Now, do remember, we got an update this morning that the promoters have sold about 0.8 crore shares, almost 80 lakh shares in the open market. Promoters have told, sources have told your channel that promoters sold shares in the open market to create general liquidity. Some open market sale of shares has been done to meet a couple of commitments that the management must have made. So these are some updates we at ET now are picking up from sources as well. Zee Entertainment meanwhile is down by about 1.5% in trade. Ashish, Prestige Estates moving up very sharply. What's your view?
The Prestige Estate showed a very sharp rise from 200 levels to 280. Post that we saw some tick on the downside. That looks like wave 2 to me, and third leg should start on the upside. I think the stock can head towards 262, and eventually over medium term we can see 290 as well. So go long on Prestige Estate, keeping the stop loss of 240 for the initial target of 262.
Another name then from the real estate pack, Godrej Properties, another stock to keep on your radar. It's moving up quite significantly. Ashish, Manav, come in with your view on Godrej Properties. Where do you think is it headed?
The price has witnessed a breakout on the daily charts, which has also accompanied by a sharp spike in volumes, which is above its 50-day average volumes. I sense in the near term we could see this price momentum to continue on the upside, and most importantly, the prices have already been in a very good uptrend and is trading above the short-term averages. The immediate target we see for this stock is around 980 on the upside, and one can definitely maintain a buy on dips approach. The immediate support for this stock is at 870 on the lower side.
Okay, there you have it. Godrej Properties close to that 10% uptick on the counter. Meanwhile, a stock that has nosedived in trade today is Ascent Limited. Let's pull it up and also see the kind of move that it's witnessing on the counter at this point of time. There you have it. Ascent for you down nearly 11%. Of course, yesterday we saw the management report an important update with respect to delay in delivery of orders worth $5 million due to issues related to regulatory clearances. This was an update that came post-market last evening. The management has also given out a statement saying we see a decline in January to March revenues due to order delay and see a marginal QOQ growth of 1.2% in services. So they have lowered the guidance as well for the quarter gone by. So on that on that front and on the back of that development, we're seeing the street give a thumbs down to the stock of Cyient in trade. Meanwhile, CG Consumer, Ashish, what is your view on this counter?
CG Consumer, from medium term perspective, the stock has just been moving in a range. Over short term, we are again seeing some selling pressure emerging near the levels of 235, where it has taken very couple of times. I think it can head towards 210 on the downside over short term, and one can maintain a stop of 228 on the upside.
Alright, there you have it. CG Consumer down in trade by a good 4%. But on the other hand, we have a Lakshmi Vilas Bank which has been witnessing a strong up move for the last couple of sessions. Manav, what is your view? What are the observations that you've seen on this particular stock?
So the prices have bounced from its monthly support zone, and after a good series of declines, since it is bouncing from its deep oversold levels, and the price action recently is also witnessing a good rise in volumes. I sense in the near term we could see some sort of a momentum continue on the upside, and we've also witnessed increase in the momentum, at least in last couple of trading sessions. In the immediate basis, since the price is closing above its moving averages, we sense we could see a rally towards the 100 on the upside, and the support for the stock on the immediate basis that is around the levels of 79 and 80.
Okay, there you have it. LVB up nearly 6% in trade. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, this is all the amount of stocks that we can cover in this edition of Market Fatafat. But before we wind it down on the show, here's an important interaction that we have with Mr. Ashok Khurana. So let's take a look at that before we wind it up.
This season is a great relief to the past.